You are listening to the Sinister DreamCast Network.
Hey, what's up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Pappiness is a Warm Gun, episode 89 this week. Having a good time. Dillon was not able to be with me today, nor was anybody able to be with me for this episode. But, you know, it happens. What can you do? Flying solo on this one. First things first, we'll start off on kind of a down note, which I normally don't do. Actually, this whole show is a down note. No. But last night, as of Sunday night, the Pittsburgh and the world lost a legend in the golfing world. That's Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer passed away. I think he was 89. I think some people are blaming it on the Steelers game because they played terrible. But he was truly one of a kind. So rest in peace to Arnold Palmer. Okay, good. Now back to it. Today's episode is being brought to you by lukewarm coffee and a Penguins cup that has a chip on the top of it is the sponsor of today's episode. So thank you to lukewarm coffee and a Penguins cup with a chip in the top of it. So interesting update. Just found out. So I started to try to record this it must have been 7 different times. Today as I'm recording, I probably try 7 different times. But there was always something, and I had to fucking stop for whatever reason. Mostly because of my dog, because he was squeaking his squeaky toy. And now the alternative that he likes to the squeaky toy is this antler, which is fine, except we have hardwood floors, and he drops the antler, and then it's fucking, well, there you go. And it makes a big loud kabang. So I think I finally found the alternative. I gave him a hockey puck to play with. He likes to chew on things, and as long as he doesn't rip it up too bad, because I can't imagine the chemicals in the rubber are that good for him. Probably should have thought of that. But he's having fun chewing it, and he's not making any noise, which is fun for me, so that's good. How you guys doing, huh? You good? Good. Was anybody sick over the weekend? I was. Do I sound like it? I don't know. Maybe not. I was feeling pretty shitty this weekend until I just kind of loaded myself with vitamin C. That's what I recommend. Those emergency packets. I think it's something like 1,500 or 2,000 % of your daily value of vitamin C in one packet. But I just fucking load it up. I take a bunch of it, and it seems to help whenever I'm kind of starting to get sick. It seems to help. So that's good. I feel like it gives my immune system that high octane boost that it craves. Just like Brondo. Brondo's got electrolytes. Did you guys know that? Brondo's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. So anyways, so that's good. As you can probably tell, Chris is not able to be on this week's episode. We did get to hang out though, which was cool. A couple times this weekend, actually. Went to the Pirates game, and then went to go eat wings and drink beers and watch the Steelers game last night, which was fucking bullshit. We got fucking smacked. And shout out, even though I don't really know this individual, definitely don't know this individual, and nor do I think he actually listens to this episode, nor do I know his actual real name, but shout out to username eat that pussy 445 is Eagles fan. He made a video. It was like 12 minutes long. He made a video on the fact that Philadelphia was going to get fucking smacked. And he was saying he was afraid of the Steelers and this and that. And I was like, I like this guy. And then it turns out fucking Philly just crushed us 34-3. So pissed off. But cheers to you, Eat That Pussy 445, wherever you are, if you're listening. Even though you probably won't be. So I'm watching Cops right now. And this guy is, he almost got away. Whoop. Slip the hoodie off. Oh, there it is. This guy's guy's about to get away. Where's your hockey puck? Huh? Where's your hockey puck? I guess he's over the hockey puck for right now. Guy's getting away. The fucking like he like the cops have him, and then he just decides to run. Like, they're gonna catch you. There's more of them than there are of you. That's how it goes. That's how it works. And then you get the my favorite watching Cops is when you get the fucking like fucking super skinny, scrawny, like white trash dude with the awesome mullet and the shitty beard that like is like driving his truck drunk, and they get pulled over and he tries to run and he ends up in the bushes and he gets all jabbed up and cut and stuff. That's fun. It's a good time. It's actually weird watching Cops now with all of the civil unrest and the and going on in our country. It's I don't know. It's not weird, but it's I don't know. It's definitely different. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just babbling out of my asshole at this point. Anyways, yeah. So Chris, we were able to get together mainly, I think, because he was supposed to be tasting cakes at some point that I was able to record. He was supposed to be tasting cakes because apparently that's what happens whenever you get married is you taste cakes. So I think that's what was going down. So I hope they were good. Hope they were good, Chris. But I do love cake, especially wedding cake, because it's like with the good icing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that like super sweet like what was it, the buttermilk icing or whatever it is, the like the standard icing that you get. It's really shitty and it's like way too sweet. But if you get some good icing, like a cream cheese based icing, fucking forget about it. Forget about it. I do love some cake. I like pie too. I like pie. So you guys are aware of that, what's going on with that. Yeah, so we weren't able to record, which is kind of shitty, but I'm here and we're hanging out. We're talking, we're you know, got to go back out to Harrisburg this week for those of you who care to know. That's going to be a thing. I was sitting on my couch and I was thinking, you know what? I haven't smelled cow shit in a good few weeks. Sure enough, boss man texts me. He's like, "Hey, bro." I was like, "Sup?" He's like, "You good to go to Harrisburg next week?" And I was like, "I was just thinking, I haven't smelled cow shit in a while." So the answer is yes. So that'll be fun. It's only for 2 days though, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I am almost done with the fucking Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter in the Order of the Phoenix audiobook. Almost done. I have, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 more chapters left, but I'm saving it for the trip out there because it's going to be, I'm not going to have anything else. And I can't listen to the next one because I don't get my Audible credit until the 14th of next month. So I know. First world problems. Just white guy problems. I don't know. White kid problems. No one cares. You really don't care. There's enough going on. Enough people have actual real problems. Like there's people in this country that have to actually worry about being shot in the face by a police officer for doing nothing. And I'm sitting here complaining about not getting my Audible credit until the 14th of next month. So puts it into perspective. No, I don't know. I don't know. I have standard white guy problems, I guess. I really can't complain too bad. I really can't. So fucking, I'm watching Cops, and like I'm also watching Jail. Jail was like before Cops. If you ever watch the show Jail, it's all it is just people being booked into jail after getting arrested. Most of them, it's like a drunk, public intox, and then they usually get released. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. That, and then Beyond Scared Street. I don't know what it is about those kinds of shows that are just garbage. But big fan of Beyond Scared Street, where they take kids that are fucking assholes and they send them to jail for like a day, and then they cry because they're like, I can't handle jail. This is too much for me. Yeah, they were little badasses. They're like, I'll fight anybody, and then they go to jail. And then they're like, oh man, I'm not such a badass after all. So that's a good show. It's good times. What else is going on? You guys, I hope your NFL team won last night, unless your team is the Bengals or the Browns, because I know that you both lost. You know what? I'll say this. As a Steelers fan, I can say this. I kind of it's not that I'm rooting for the Browns. It's just that like I'd like them to, I don't know. I'd like them to win at least one this season. So they're just like they're not. It's not even a rivalry anymore because they've just been so just horrible, just tremendously awful for so long. So, but I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them, win one, pull something off, pull a little away. I don't know. Bengals, I don't care about, unless it's. If it weren't for the fact that I have AJ Green on my fantasy team, I don't care. But speaking of fantasy, losing that too, so you guys can it's been a rough weekend. I'm losing my fantasy league, losing my fantasy game right now. This week, the Steelers lost. We lost on Palmer. It's been a rough weekend. I don't know. So fucking take that for what you will. I don't know. Fucking. And this coffee is getting cold now, and it's really shitty. That's the one thing about like good coffee is it tastes horrible whenever it's cold. Whereas terrible coffee that tastes like kind of shitty also still tastes kind of shitty when it's cold, but you're like used to it at that point. It's something I noticed. Something I realized. Oh, fucking, this is a fun thing. So tentatively, I'm going to say the tentative date is going to be the third Saturday, November, which I believe is the 19th. Let me double check the sources. Third Saturday, November is indeed the 19th. I am, here comes the hockey puck. I somehow locked into knowing somebody, by that somebody being Dave Sermonera from the Apis Meadery, Winery, who I'm sure you've heard on the Sinister DreamCast. But he's going to let me book a comedy show. And so that's all booked up. I have the lineup tentatively in place. It's gonna be a good time. The more details as things get more kind of nailed down and stuff. But it's gonna be a good time. A lot of really funny guys. I will tell you that Garrett Teitelbaum, who's been on this podcast, is gonna be on it. As is Zach Markle. Zach Markle, a repeat guest on this podcast, is also going to be on the show. So it's going to be a really good time. We're going to have fun. So that is a thing that is worth mentioning that's happening in my life. So that's cool. Yeah, man. So other than that, just hanging out with the dog. He's chewing a hockey puck. I don't know if... I should probably Google if a hockey puck is lethal for a dog, which is like a stupid thing to Google, but not if your dog is eating a hockey puck and you don't know if it's... and you don't know if it's lethal. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes he's a little crazy. He acts like an asshole. But I like him. I've grown kind of fond of him, and I would prefer him to not be poisoned by a hockey puck. If I'm being honest. That's not what I'm looking for. I would prefer my dog to not be poisoned by a hockey puck. Now John Taffer's on my TV. You know what? I used to hate John Taffer until I actually watched Bar Rescue. I was like, this fucking guy's a dick. And then I actually watched Bar Rescue, and I'm like, this guy really is a dick, but he knows his shit. Fucking Spike TV has like the worst garbage shows that I just can't stop watching. Just all day. And Cops. You know what else sucks? You know what's kind of shitty about watching Cops nowadays, or watching Cops after the movie Step Brothers came out, is you can't tell anybody that you were watching Cops without them trying to make a joke like, oh, Cops doesn't start till 4. You know what I mean? Like, Cops, it's clearly 12:43, noon 43, and Cops is on, and it's going to be on for quite a while. Is it going to be, it's probably not even going to be on at 4. At 4, something else is probably going to come on. You know what I mean? So, you're bullshit. And you should not revolve your life around movie quotes, even though I revolve my life around movie quotes. Did you guys watch the Clash of Champions WWE event last night? Caught a little bit of it. Saw that the New Day won. The New Day beat Anderson and Gallows to retain the title. Then there was, I didn't get to see this match, but I was pretty excited for it. It was Charlotte, Bayley, and homegirl Sasha Banks. That was like a 3-way triple threat match for the women's title. But Charlotte retained. Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter, for those of you keeping track at home. She retained, and I was kind of hoping Sasha Banks would take it back, because she's a legit boss. She's fucking awesome to watch. She's so good. Same with all of them now. Like, that's the women's division is used to be the Divas division, and now it's like the women's division. So it's more of a real thing, more respectable. And I don't know. I feel like the Divas matches for, you know, however long ago used to be, whenever the ladies match was on, that's when you went to go get up and get a snack or whatever. But now they're fucking tremendous athletes. And I think a lot of the women's matches are better than a lot of the men's matches. But yeah, so they're fucking awesome, killing it. But Charlotte retained the title, so yeah, you guys can this fucking guy with a neck tattoo on the TV. You kidding me? Fucking alright. Here's Uncle Justin's gonna give you guys some advice. Some of you kiddies that might be looking to get some ink, and so everyone can see it. If you're gonna get a neck tattoo, it's got to be done right. And if you're gonna get a neck tattoo, if it's like big, bold, like fucking an awesome piece of artwork on your neck, that's fine. Like, that's totally cool. But like, and I feel like it looks better if you already have a bunch of other tattoos to begin with. Like, because then on your neck, it's like just another spot to tattoo. But if it's like big, bold, like awesome artwork, that's cool. But if you just have like, I don't know, this guy has just the word family tattooed on the side of his neck. Like, he's like, hey, I have a family, but they didn't stop me from making really bad decisions. This fucking guy. He's getting arrested at a 7-Eleven. Makes me feel... This show does make me feel better about myself sometimes. Because for all of the wasted potential, for all of the things that I could have done but didn't, at least I didn't get arrested at a 7-Eleven while having the word family tattooed across my neck. So that's good. I got that going for me, which is pretty cool. And you guys do too, I'm assuming. I'm assuming most of you don't have the word family tattooed across on the side of your neck and also got arrested at a 7-Eleven. So keep that up. That is a good streak to keep up. Keep not getting arrested at a 7-Eleven. Because the longer you do that, the happier of a life that you will lead. Almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. So, I don't know. We're having fun. Was there something else I wanted to talk about? I don't know if there was something else I wanted to talk about. Keep plugging away, listening to all of the shows on the Sinister DreamCast network. Of course, you got this show that you're listening to right now, or maybe you're not listening to it. Maybe you're listening to something else. Maybe you're not listening to me. And if you're not listening to me, then fuck you. And you won't know that I said that because you're not listening. Pappiness is a warm gun. That's this here podcast on Mondays. Wednesdays is the Scenario Store News podcast, which is always a good time for your fangirl needs. Thursdays, the Insert Movie Reference Here podcast, where Nick and Joe talk about movies and such. And, they do a pretty bang up job, if I do say so myself. And, of course, on Fridays is the Sinister DreamCast. This week, I think we're doing Dogma. I think we're getting Garrett Teitelbaum to come on. We're doing the pop analysis of Dogma, so that should be a good time. That'll be a lot of fun. So that's good. And then I always forget this every fucking time. Every fucking third or fourth Saturday of the month is the Black Emporium News podcast, which is also with Kirsten and Juliana, and it's like the Scenario Store News podcast, but it's just all Dragon Age. All about the Dragon Age. About the Dragon Ages. So, that's fun. So, yeah, keep listening to all that. Keep plugging away. Oh, and if you're not doing anything on, I guess this Saturday at midnight, I think it's October 1st at midnight, come down to the Hollywood Theater to see the Junior Chamber of Commerce players do the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'll be doing, it's an alumni show, so I'll be in it. Come check it out. Come yell things at the screen and watch people run around in their underwear. It's always a good time, so check that out if you're not doing anything, which, let's face it, you're probably not. If you have time to listen to my podcast, and if you're still listening after this long, you don't have much going on in your life, let's be honest. Neither do I. I mean, for as little time as you would have to listen to me, that's how much more little time, that's how much less time. Yeah, it makes sense that I have actually doing this and still speaking, so... Oh, and also, if you know anybody with a dog cage, medium to large size dogs, hit me up. Hit me up on the Twitters, at Keys to Pappiness. Keys, the number 2, Pappiness, like happiness with a P. And say, Justin, I found somebody with a dog cage, because my dog needs a new cage. And I checked them out at PetSmart, but they're like $100, which I don't know if that's a lot. I don't know if $100 is a lot for a dog cage. It feels like a lot. Feels like a lot, but I don't know. Well, till next time, keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it.
You have been listening to the Sinister Dreamcast Network. For more from Sinister Dream Productions, check out www.sinisterdream.com.